Monster cards. Wait, no. Monster cards! The deck building card battler with the ability to design your own cards. But if all those fancy terms mean nothing to you, this game allows you to make your own cards and battle them against each other. This grants you the ability to make your dream matchups. I'm talking King Dedede against Bimby, Venusaur versus Suspicious Meat, Ugly Ratman versus the grossest face I can make while fighting. The core part of the gameplay is building cards. You can get started by selecting the Create Cards button on the main menu. This will allow you to select what skill pack you want to use for your card. Each of them have their own skills, all the attributes remain the same. After selecting the pack you like, we can get to the meat of the card building. Here, presented before you, is your card, a blank slate, with attributes surrounding it. These attributes determine how your cards perform in combat. You get 12 rerolls to reroll any of them, but what you cannot reroll is a number on the bottom of your card. That is the attack power. It determines how much damage your card does upon a successful hit. This number you cannot change, you just have to get lucky. The rest you can reroll up to 12 times. Once you decide that you are fine with your card, we can get to the fun part, drawing. You can draw anything, but the real challenge is to make it correspond to the card's attributes. Mine is a common, skillless human that attacks at range, so I'm making Man with Gun. You see, he has a gun. Feel free to name him, assign him a file name, and finally, save him. Your first card is made. Give yourself a round of applause, as now you have to do that at least 6 more times before you can build a proper deck. But once you get your 7 cards, you can make yourself your first deck. Press the Create Deck button and import your cards to your deck. Typical decks for battles have 20 cards, a total of 200 costs, and up to 3 duplicates. Now, to prevent you from having all max rarity cards, all cards come with a cost. You can figure out your card's cost by right-clicking on your card. You can do this at any time, and you can use it to figure out the rest of your card's stats. From what it loses and wins against in offense and defense, to what we're looking for, the card's cost. The cost is determined by this simple equation: 4 plus power plus rarity plus skill type. Which is far simpler than Pokemon's equation for damage or even catching a Pokemon. Now, saying this, your deck cost doesn't have to be 200. If it's lower, then it's not a problem. But it's good to squeeze out every last drop you can. Once your deck is finished, we can finally get into how battles work. For monster cards, imagine it as the king of the hill. There, your opponent stands above you, wielding their suspicious meat, while you stand with your 3 cards. Who do you send? Venusaur, Man with Gun, or Bimby? In battles, your goal is to eliminate your opponent by lowering their deck count to 0. This can be done by successfully attacking them in the offense zone. It is designated by this symbol. When a card gets played in the defense, it'll start a fight with a card in the offense. The victor is determined by this scale. Pushing the long hand to your side of the short hand will allow you to win the fight. When one of your attributes is stronger than the other cards, you pull the long hand to your side by 1 notch. The 4 attributes that get judged are element, species, size, and means. There's a table for offense and defense to show you who beats who, but no need to remember that. In the fight of Venusaur versus Suspicious Meat, who would win? Venusaur would win. Plants versus normal, tie. Beast versus beats, tie. Large beats medium, and range beats close. Venusaur wins. With this knowledge, you should be able to get your deck ready and face me on the battlefield. But this game gets a lot more complex. Skills change how the game plays drastically. However, I will leave you to see for yourself. Good luck out there.